Sarah, are you at home right now?
Yes, I'm home. Why?
Can you check the bank statement in the drawer?
Oh, actually, I'm out right now. Sorry, I forgot I had an errand to run.
Why do you lie so quickly? You just said you were home.
Because you're always so pushy about everything. Can't I have a moment of peace?
The bank called. They couldn't process our mortgage payment. There should be enough money in the account for the mortgage.
Oh, that. I used it for Emma's school bus pass.
But I paid for Emma's 6-month bus pass just last month, remember? We discussed it over dinner.
Oh, did you? I must have forgotten.
You're lying. It means you used it for something you're ashamed of. What's going on, Sarah?
What does it matter what I used it for? Stop asking about every little thing. Can't you trust me?
I want to trust you, but you keep hiding things. Sarah, don't you think you've been overspending lately?
Oh, so it's my fault. You're the one who's not earning enough. Why isn't your salary increasing even though you work overtime until late at night?
I'm sorry, there was an issue with a client yesterday, and they asked me to fix it before trading hours this morning. But I'm earning enough for the 3 of us to live on, aren't I?
It's not enough, that's why I'm saying this. How long are you planning to stay a regular employee? Don't you want to give Emma and me a better life?
That's not true. I'm always thinking about how to provide for you both. Actually, I've received a job offer. I've been grateful to my current company, but I think this might be a rare opportunity. My current company said they'd be happy to let me go, and they even want me to continue our business relationship if I move to the new company.
Changing jobs won't make a difference. You'll just be used conveniently and end up worse off. You can't even refuse unpaid overtime, you wimp. You have no authority as a husband or a father. There's nothing about you I can respect.
Sarah, that's harsh. I'm trying my best here. But if I change jobs, my salary should increase significantly. That's why I wanted to hear your opinion. Don't you think it's worth considering?
Ugh, do whatever you want. I'm not expecting anything, but if you end up earning less, we're getting a divorce.
I'm changing jobs so that doesn't happen. Please don't talk about divorce so easily. We have Emma, too. I'm working for our family. Can't we discuss this calmly?
Emma hates you too. She says she wants a dad who buys her whatever she wants. Lately, she's been telling me to remarry.
What? Remarry? Emma's saying this? She's only 13, Sarah. Why would she even think about that?
Her friend's mom remarried a rich guy. Apparently, they became wealthy overnight, so Emma wants me to change her dad too. She's tired of living like this.
No way. Has Emma really been saying these things? I thought we were doing okay.
Well, we're not. Emma sees her friends getting new phones, designer clothes, and going on fancy vacations. What do we give her? Nothing.
But we've always prioritized her education and well-being. I thought that's what mattered most.
Wake up, Jack. In this world, money talks. Emma's learning that early.
I can't believe this. Maybe I should talk to Emma.
Don't bother. She doesn't want to talk to you. Anyway, just don't end up earning less. I don't care if it's changing jobs or whatever, but don't cause us any trouble.
Sarah, can we please sit down and have a proper conversation about this? It feels like our family is falling apart.
There's nothing to talk about. Either you start providing better or we're done. It's that simple.
It's not simple at all. We're talking about our marriage, our daughter's future. Can't we work on this together?
Together? When have you ever truly been there? You're always at work, and when you're home, you're too tired to do anything.
I'm trying to balance everything. It's not easy, but I'm doing my best for us.
Your best isn't good enough. That's what I'm saying.
Sarah, please, let's not make any rash decisions. Can we at least try counseling or something?
Counseling won't put money in our bank account. Just focus on getting that new job and better salary. That's all that matters now.
Is that really all that matters to you? What about our relationship, our family?
Our relationship? What relationship, Jack? We're just two people living in the same house pretending to be a family.
I didn't know you felt that way. Why haven't you said anything before?
Because you never listen. You're always too busy with work or too tired. I'm done talking about this. Just do something about our financial situation.
Okay, I'll do my best with this new job opportunity, but we need to talk more about this later. We can't go on like this.
Whatever. I'm going out. Don't wait up.
Sarah, wait.
What now?
I love you and Emma. I hope you know that. Everything I do is for this family.
Love doesn't pay the bills, Jack. Actions speak louder than words. Show us you care by providing better. That's all I have to say.
Sarah, our neighbor Mrs. Thompson just came over. She says you borrowed her bag?
Huh? Did I?
She says it's important to her and wants it back soon. Where is it? I'll return it for you. Just tell me where it is.
I don't know. Maybe Miss Thompson is mistaken. I don't remember borrowing any bag.
I saw your texts with her. You did borrow it, didn't you? Why are you denying it?
I told her I'd return it eventually. She blabbed on me. I thought she'd wait a little longer before asking for it back.
Sarah, what's going on? This has happened before, hasn't it?
Why are you always on my case? Can't you just let things be?
Because this is becoming a pattern. Like when you borrowed a stroller from the Millers and never returned it. You ended up breaking it and had to pay for it. And 3 years ago, you stole a bicycle from in front of the Johnson's house. Remember that?
I thought it was abandoned, so I took it. It's not like I committed a crime or anything.
Sarah, taking something that isn't yours is a crime. It's called theft. So what did you do with Mrs. Thompson's bag?
Oh, I lent it to a friend. It's not a big deal.
Who did you lend it to? You can't lend out something you borrowed. You're not lying again, are you?
Shut up. I'm out right now. Let's talk when I get back. Stop interrogating me like I'm some kind of criminal.
I'm not interrogating you. I'm trying to understand what's happening. Fine. So what time are you coming home today?
I don't know. Emma's staying at a friend's house tonight anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What are you talking about? Come home right now. We need to sort this out.
Why? It's my business what I do and where I go. God, you're so annoying, Jack. I don't want to be ordered around by a man. If you want to say something to me, earn more money first. Though I doubt you'll ever be able to.
This isn't about money, Sarah. It's about honesty and respect. Where are you, really?
I told you I'm out. Stop pestering me.
Are you with someone? Is that why you're being so evasive?
So what if I am? At least they appreciate me, unlike you.
What's that supposed to mean, Sarah? Are you seeing someone else?
Oh, now you care? Isn't it a bit late for that?
I've always cared. How can you say that? Please, come home so we can talk about this face to face.
There's nothing to talk about. You made your choice a long time ago when you decided your job was more important than your family.
That's not fair. I've been working hard for us, for our future. How is that choosing my job over my family?
A future? What future? We're barely scraping by while you chase some corporate dream. Wake up, Jack. We need more than just survival.
Is that why you took Mrs. Thompson's bag? For some extra cash? Sarah, if we're struggling that much, we should talk about it. Find a solution together.
Together? When have we ever done anything together? You're always at work, and when you're home, you're too tired to even have a proper conversation.
I'm trying my best here, but I can't fix things if you keep lying and hiding things from me. Please, just come home. We need to work this out.
Work out what? The fact that you're a failure as a provider? Or that I'm so desperate I'm stealing from neighbors? Face it, Jack, our marriage is a joke.
Don't say that. We can fix this if we try, but we need to be honest with each other, starting with Mrs. Thompson's bag. What really happened to it?
Fine. You want the truth? I sold it. Happy now?
You what? Sarah, that's theft! Do you realize how serious this is?
Oh, spare me the moral lecture. You think your hands are clean? All those times you lied about working late when you're really out drinking with colleagues?
That's different and you know it. I've never stolen anything. Sarah, we need to make this right. We have to buy the bag back or replace it.
With what money? Your pathetic salary barely covers our bills.
We'll figure something out, but this can't happen again. Promise me you'll stop taking things that aren't yours.
I'll promise that when you promise to start being a real man and providing for your family properly.
That's not fair. I'm doing my best.
Well, your best isn't good enough. I'm done talking about this. I'll be home when I feel like it.
Sarah, wait!
What now?
I love you. Despite everything, I love you. Please remember that.
Love doesn't pay the bills, Jack, or buy designer bags. Remember that.
Sarah, I paid Mrs. Thompson for the bag.
Oh, did you? How noble of you.
Do you realize what you've done? You borrowed Mrs. Thompson's bag and sold it without permission. That's theft, Sarah.
Is that my fault? It's your fault for not earning enough. If you earn more, I wouldn't have needed to sell the bag. Don't you see? I'm just trying to maintain our lifestyle.
Are you serious? That's enough. What would Emma think if she knew about this? Can you tell this to your own daughter, that her mother is a thief?
I can. In fact, Emma knows, and she was thrilled when I gave her a few $100s from selling it. She immediately spent it on her favorite YouTuber. At least I'm making our daughter happy.
What are you making her do? Sarah, this is serious. We're talking about illegal activities here, and you're involving our daughter?
Oh, stop being dramatic. It's because you don't earn enough that we're suffering. That's why I sold the bag. Someone had to do something to keep us afloat.
This is crazy! Sarah, let's talk about our future. Where are you now? Emma's out playing, so let's talk, just the two of us. We need to figure this out before things get worse.
Are you planning on lecturing me? Because I'm not in the mood for another one of your sermons.
What you're doing is wrong. I don't want you to do this ever again. If this continues, Emma might grow up to be someone who deceives others when she's in financial trouble. Is that what you want for her?
That's because you don't earn enough, right? I've reached my limit. Let's get a divorce. You're always complaining about me anyway, so it's fine, right? At least I'll be free from your constant nagging.
That easily? You want to throw away our marriage, our family, just like that?
At least I'll be relieved to get rid of the nagging husband. The divorce papers are in the drawer. I've already filled them out, so just sign it and submit them. You're the one who's leaving the house.
You had divorce papers prepared? How long have you been planning this?
I've been thinking about it for a while. Emma says she doesn't need you either, that you're annoying and she doesn't want to see your face. We're deleting a useless person. This is a unanimous decision of Emma and me. Since we'll be a single mother family, we'll keep the house. So keep paying for the mortgage.
What? The mortgage? You seriously want me to keep paying after kicking me out?
I'm not working yet, and I suddenly can't start. Emma might have to change schools if we move. That would be sad, right? You don't want to upset Emma more than you already have, do you?
This is unbelievable! All right, I'll pay for just this year. After that, either pay the mortgage yourself and keep living there, or consider selling it. If you sell it, I'll transfer half the amount as property division. That's more than fair.
Wow, you're so stingy. But if you'll pay for a year, I guess that's fine. I have plans for our living expenses after that. Don't worry about us.
Plans? What kind of plans? Sarah, you're not thinking of doing anything illegal again, are you?
That's none of your business anymore. You lost the right to question me when you failed as a husband and father.
Failed? I've given everything to this family. How can you say I've failed?
Everything except what we really needed, financial security. But it's fine. I'll take care of Emma and myself from now on. You can go live your mediocre life alone.
You really won't regret this? Breaking up our family? What about Emma's future?
Nope, not at all. Emma will be better off without your negative influence. I'll make sure she has everything she needs.
I see. All right then, I'll leave. Just let me know when you've submitted the divorce papers. But Sarah, please think about what you're teaching Emma. Money isn't everything.
Says the man who couldn't provide for his family. Save your lectures for somebody who cares. Goodbye, Jack.
Goodbye, Sarah. Despite everything, I hope you and Emma will be happy.
We will be much happier without you dragging us down. Hey, old man, how you doing?
Oh, Emma, how are you? Are you doing well? I've missed you.
Of course, I got a new dad now, so you don't need to pretend to care anymore.
Oh, is that so? I'm glad you're doing well, Emma. But you know I'll always care about you. You're my daughter.
Yeah, he's young and handsome, super cool. He even drives a luxury car, not like that old clunker you used to drive us around in.
I see. That sounds nice. But Emma, material things aren't everything. How are you doing in school? Are you keeping up with your studies?
School? Who cares about school when you can have fun? Mom's boyfriend takes us on trips every weekend. We go to fancy restaurants and stay in cool hotels. It's really the best. So you're living a miserable life, right?
I do feel lonely, but I'm getting used to it bit by bit. It's an adjustment, but I'm doing okay. How's your mom doing?
Mom's great. She's always smiling now. She says she feels like she can breathe again.
Emma, that's not a very kind thing to say. I'm your father, regardless of what's happened between your mother and me.
Whatever. Being kicked out by your daughter and living alone is so lame. Your new place is probably a dump. Bet the bathroom and toilet are combined. Do you even have a proper bed or are you sleeping on the floor?
Actually, the view is quite nice. Living in a high-rise apartment is pretty good. I think you'd like it if you saw it.
Huh? There's no way you could live in a high-rise. Mom said you'd probably end up in some tiny roach-infested studio.
Well, things have changed a bit. I changed jobs. Remember when I worked overtime to solve that problem? That work was highly valued. They appreciated my system processing skills and hired me for a good position with many subordinates. It's thanks to all those overtime hours I spent working on the system. I can make up for all that unpaid overtime in just a few months with this salary. Oh, sorry for rambling.
What? No way. Mom said you never amount to anything. She said you'd always be a lowly office worker.
Life can surprise us sometimes, Emma. My salary increased a lot, and since I'm single now, I had more than enough to buy a high-rise apartment. But more importantly, how are you really doing? Are you happy?
You're lying, right? There's no way you could be successful. Mom always said you were a failure.
It's true, Emma. But my success doesn't mean much if you and I can't have a relationship. I miss you, you know. I'd love to show you my new place sometime, if you're interested.
I don't know. Mom wouldn't like that.
It's okay, Emma. You don't have to decide now. By the way, did something happen? It's unusual for you to contact me. Are you having any troubles?
No, nothing. Mom and I are happier. We don't need you.
I see. That's good, then. But remember, if you ever need anything, advice, help with homework, or just someone to talk to, I'm here for you, always.
I told you, we don't need you. Mom's boyfriend helps me with everything now.
Okay, Emma, I understand. Just take care of yourself and make sure you go to school properly. Education is important, no matter what else is happening in your life.
Don't act like a father. You lost the right when you left us.
Emma, I didn't leave you. The situation was complicated, but I never wanted to be apart from you.
Save it. Mom told me everything. How you chose your job over us. How you never cared about our happiness.
That's not true, Emma. I've always cared about you and your mother. I worked hard to provide for our family.
Provide? Ha! We were always struggling, but now, with Mom's new boyfriend, we have everything we want.
Money isn't everything, Emma. There are more important things in life.
Like what? Love? Don't make me laugh. Love doesn't buy nice clothes or cool gadgets.
Emma, I'm worried about you. This doesn't sound like the daughter I raised.
Well, maybe you didn't raise me right. Maybe that's why Mom found someone better.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I want you to know that my door is always open if you need me.
Whatever. Have a lonely life all by yourself. That's what you deserve.
Emma, wait!
What?
I love you. No matter what happens, no matter what you think of me, I will always love you. Please remember that.
Whatever. Bye. Emma, we're in trouble. Mom? What's wrong? My boyfriend tricked us. What? Kyle did what? I was deceived by Kyle. He persuaded me to invest, made me sign some documents I didn't understand, and now I have $300,000 in debt. I can't believe I fell for his lies. What? 300,000? But that's impossible. He seems so trustworthy. He knew so much about finance and investments. Apparently, it was all an act. He's done this to other women too. I found out he's a serial con man. No way! I tried contacting Kyle, but he's gone silent. We don't even know where he is now. His number is disconnected and his social media accounts are all deleted. What are we gonna do? We'll have to sell the house. It's the only way to cover at least part of the debt. Sell the house? But this is our home! Where will we live? I don't know, Emma. Maybe we can rent a small apartment somewhere. Will that be enough? To pay off the debt, I mean? It's not enough, not even close. You'll have to start working after you finish middle school. We can't afford to send you to high school anymore. What? No high school, but what about college? What about my future? I'm sorry, Emma. This is all my fault. I should have been more careful. I should have seen through all of Kyle's lies. No way. Mom, why don't you ask Dad for help? Apparently he's living in a high-rise apartment now. Maybe he could lend us some money. What? His new job pays really well. Is that so? Maybe I rushed into the divorce, but lucky us. If he's doing well, maybe he can help us out of this mess. Do you think he will? After everything that happened? Your father is a soft-hearted fool. If we cry and beg, he might help us. He's the type who can't refuse. But if he doesn't lend us money, you'll have to earn too, Emma. Me? But how? I'm only 14! You're young, so you could earn money by dating older men. That's trendy now, right? I've heard some of your classmates do it. What? What? What are you saying? That's prostitution! How can you even suggest that? Don't be so dramatic, Emma. It's just dinner dates and some company. Besides, we're desperate here. But Mom, that's terrible. It's illegal and dangerous. Well, I can't do it myself. I'm too old for that now. But you're young and pretty. You can make good money. I can't believe you're saying this. What happened to you, Mom? This isn't right. Are you complaining? You should repay me for raising you all these years. This is the least you could do to help your mother in her time of need. But Mom, this is wrong on so many levels. We can't do this. There must be another way. Unless your father agrees to help us, this is our only option. Anyway, I'll contact your dad. And don't you dare think about going to high school. We can't afford it, and you need to start contributing to this household. Mom, please, let's think about this. Maybe we can find legal jobs or ask help from relatives. We have no relatives willing to help us, Emma. They all sided with your father after the divorce. And legal jobs? They don't pay nearly enough to cover our debt. But still, there must be a better way than selling myself. Don't be so melodramatic. It's not selling yourself, it's just using your assets wisely. Now help me draft a message to your father. We need to make it sound desperate enough for him to help us. Mom, I'm scared. What if Dad doesn't help us? Then we do what we have to do to survive. That's life, Emma, and it's time that you learn that. Jack, we need to talk.
What is it?
Actually, I've got into debt. I need your help.
How did you get into debt? What happened to all that money you said you had?
Well, you see, I wanted to improve my skills for work, so I signed up for some educational materials. But it turned out to be a scam. I lost everything.
Is that story true? It doesn't sound like you to invest in education.
Of course it's true. Why would I lie about this? Now I have to sell the house. It's terrible, Jack. I don't know what to do.
Well, the mortgage is still in my name, so I'll handle the sale procedures. I'll transfer half the amount to you when it sells. The house is our joint property, so we'll divide it as stated in the divorce agreement.
Wait, that's not what I meant. Half isn't enough. I need more than that.
What is it then? I even promised to pay the mortgage for a year. I can't give you all the money. That wouldn't be fair.
That's not it. I want us to get back together. I realize I made a mistake, Jack. I miss you.
What are you talking about? After everything you said and did?
Please, help me. Actually, I have $300,000 in debt, and even if I get half from selling the house, it's not nearly enough. So, please, help me. You don't want Emma to live in poverty, do you? Think about our daughter.
Don't worry, Emma will live with me. I'll make sure she's taken care of.
What? No, you can't take Emma.
You're still a liar, I see. I've already heard everything from Emma. You were tricked by a younger man, got into debt, and thought you'd make me pay for it. And if that didn't work, you were planning to make Emma earn money too. In a very inappropriate way, I might add.
What? Emma's making that up. She's just a child. She doesn't understand adult matters.
It's useless to play dumb. I have the text messages. Emma showed me everything.
Listen, those messages were when I was drunk. It wasn't my real intention. I would never actually make Emma do those things.
You really are the worst. Using alcohol as an excuse? That's low even for you.
I told you I said that when I was drunk. You know how people say things they don't mean when they're intoxicated?
I know that's a lie, too. After your exchange with Emma, you went to a host club. You drank after that. The host club you frequent is right near my new workplace. I'm acting as a mediator for business with my former workplace, and my former boss saw you. Remember, he attended our wedding, so he recognized you. He took a clear photo of you entering the club and sent it to me.
That's an invasion of privacy. You can't use that against me.
I also know about the lawsuit against the man who tricked you. There are other victims, too. My new boss's son is a lawyer, and when I consulted him, there was someone about to file a complaint so I decided to file one too, to protect Emma if nothing else.
Wait a minute, what about Emma? Emma was making fun of you too. She said horrible things about you. Are you gonna forgive her like that?
I'm Emma's father. Children are most influenced by the parent closest to them. Besides, Emma is still in middle school. It's a time when she'll make mistakes and learn from them. It's normal for teenagers to dislike their fathers sometimes, and above all, Emma turned out this way because of you.
Because of me? How dare you? I've been the one taking care of her all this time while you were busy with your precious job.
Taking care of her? By teaching her to lie, steal, and manipulate people? By suggesting she sell herself to pay off your debts? That's not taking care of her, Sarah. That's abuse.
You don't understand. I was desperate. I did what I had to do to survive.
Now, Sarah, you did what was easy, not what was right. There's a big difference.
No, then how am I supposed to live? What am I supposed to do now?
That's simple. Find a live-in job and spend the rest of your life there. Work honestly, pay off your debts, and reflect on your actions.
A live-in job? Me? But I've never worked a day in my life. How can you expect me to suddenly start now?
It's never too late to start doing the right things, Sarah. This is your chance to turn your life around.
Jack, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I realize I can't manage without you. Please, can't we try again for Emma's sake?
I'm fine without you. I no longer have any obligation to help others who have repeatedly betrayed my trust. Especially not at the expense of my own well-being and Emma's future.
Wait, I'm really reflecting on my actions. I shouldn't have divorced you. I realize that living with you, I was actually happy. I was deceived. Now I'm in debt and abandoned by my daughter. I have nothing left. Please, Jack, give me another chance.
Sarah, do you realize how many times you've lied to me? How many chances I've given you over the years? Each time you promised to change, but you never did. Why should I believe you now?
Because I've hit rock bottom. I've learned my lesson. I swear, this time it's different.
This is the result of all your lies. You're just facing the consequences of your actions. You made your choices, Sarah. Now you have to live with them.
But what about Emma? Don't you care about her welfare?
Of course I care about Emma. That's why she'll be living with me from now on. I've already started the process for full custody.
You can't do that. She's my daughter.
She's our daughter, Sarah, and right now you're not in a position to provide her with a stable, healthy environment. Emma needs structure, honesty, and good role models in her life.
Please, Jack, help me, please. If we get back together, I'll take cooking classes and work hard at cooking. I'll work hard and devote myself to you. A friend said they could introduce me to a job, and the salary is pretty good. I was even thinking about getting a qualification.
Sarah, stop. These are just more empty promises. You've said similar things before, remember? And nothing ever changed.
But this time it's different. I mean it.
Even if you did mean it, which I doubt, it's too late. I've moved on with my life, and I need to focus on helping Emma recover from all this.
Emma was just going through a rebellious phase. She was saying she wanted to get married early and live with her boyfriend instead of going to high school. I was stressed about her rebellion, and that's why I said those things about the host club.
Sarah, stop making excuses. Emma told me everything. She was scared and confused by your behavior. She needs stability and guidance now, not more lies and manipulation.
My parents have been saying they're not feeling well lately. They said they might need money for medical treatment. Please, help me. I'm begging you, please.
Your parents? The ones you haven't spoken to in years because they disapproved of your lifestyle? Sarah, do you really expect me to believe that?
It's true. I swear it's true this time.
Even if it were true, which I highly doubt, it's not my responsibility anymore. You chose to end our marriage, remember? You can't come running back just because things got difficult.
But Jack, what about all the years we spent together? Don't they mean anything to you?
They meant everything to me, Sarah. That's why your betrayal hurt so much. That's why I can't trust you again.
So that's it. You're just going to abandon me when I need you the most.
I'm not abandoning you, Sarah. I'm choosing to prioritize Emma's well-being and my own mental health. You need to take responsibility for your actions and find your own way forward.
But how? I don't know how to do anything. I've always depended on you.
And that's part of the problem. It's time for you to stand on your own feet, Sarah. There are resources available, job training programs, counseling services. Use them. Build a better life for yourself. If not for your own sake, then for Emma's.
Emma, do you really think she's better off with you?
I do. She needs stability, honesty, and good values in her life right now. I can provide that. And maybe someday, if you've truly changed, you can be a part of her life again too.
I understand, but please, can you at least help me get started? Just a small loan to tide me over.
No, Sarah. I'm sorry, but no. You need to do this on your own. It's the only way you'll truly learn and grow.
Fine. I see how it is. You've become cold-hearted, Jack.
No, Sarah. I've become wise. There's a difference. Goodbye and good luck. I truly hope you find your way.
Wait, Jack!
After that, I ignored the messages that came and transferred half of the money from selling the house to my ex-wife. However, even using that money to repay her debts was just a drop in the bucket. It seems she had accumulated quite a debt at the host club, too.